One cold winter night, a small boy sat shivering on the steps of a tiny, broken house. His clothes were old and thin, and his shoes had holes in them. The wind howled, and the boy hugged his knees to stay warm. His name was Aman, and he had a dream. A dream so big that no one in his poor village believed he could ever achieve it. But what Aman did next would change not only his life, but also inspire everyone who heard his story. Aman's father had passed away when he was just 5 years old. His mother worked day and night to feed him and his younger sister, Mira. She washed clothes for the rich families in the village, earning just enough to buy rice and some vegetables. Despite their struggles, Aman's mother always smiled and told him, "Aman, no matter how hard life is, never stop dreaming. If you promise me you'll never give up, I'll promise to support you forever." Aman nodded, his little heart filled with hope, but he didn't understand how to make dreams come true. All he knew was that his mother's tired hands and kind eyes gave him the strength to try. One day, Aman saw something that changed his life forever. While delivering lunch to his mother at work, he noticed a rich man sitting in his big car, counting bundles of money. Aman had never seen so much money before. He wondered, how can I have a life like that? How can I make my mother proud? "My dear, I will teach you to make money." The young man took the money and started for the cottage. That night, Aman couldn't sleep. He kept thinking of his mother's words and that rich man in the car. He whispered to himself, "I have to do something. I have to find a way to give my family a better life." The next morning, Aman woke up before sunrise. He borrowed an old bicycle from a neighbor and began collecting newspapers from the printing shop. He rode from house to house, delivering them to people in the village. His hands froze in the winter air, but he didn't stop. He earned his first 5 rupees that day and ran home to give them to his mother. Tears filled her eyes as she hugged him tightly. "Aman," she said, "you've already made me proud." But Aman's journey was just beginning. Every morning, he delivered newspapers. Every evening, he helped his mother wash clothes. And at night, he studied under the dim light of a kerosene lamp. People laughed at him, saying, "Why study so much? You'll always be poor." But Aman ignored them. He kept working harder and harder, believing that his hard work would pay off one day. Years passed, and Aman finished school with top marks, but he knew education alone wouldn't make him rich. He wanted to start a business, but he had no money. Still, Lennox learned more about running the business and finding customers, so he did what he knew best. He worked. He cleaned floors in a small shop, sold fruits in the market, and even repaired bicycles. Slowly, he saved enough to buy a second-hand computer. Aman learned about online business and started selling handmade items his mother and sister created. The business grew slowly, and Aman never gave up, even when he faced failures. He remembered his promise to his mother, to never stop dreaming and working hard. One day, a big company noticed Aman's online shop and offered to partner with him. Aman couldn't believe it. He worked day and night, growing the business bigger and bigger. He hired people from his village, giving them jobs and hope. And finally, Aman became the owner of a successful company. The boy who once shivered in the cold was now helping others live better lives. Aman's story teaches us many things. Never give up. No matter how hard life gets, keep your promises to those who believe in you. Work hard, even when no one is watching. And always dream big, because dreams do come true. One day, when Aman bought a big house for his family, his mother said with tears of joy, "Aman, I always believed in you, but you've done more than I ever imagined. You've made our family rich in every way." Aman smiled and said, "The real wealth is not money. It's love, respect, and the happiness we give to others." So, my friends, remember this. Life will test you. It will push you to your limits. But if you stay strong, keep dreaming, and work hard, you can achieve anything. If you felt inspired by this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Every story has the power to change a life. Maybe yours is next.